Closed captioning is brought to you by IT&E Life in Motion. KUAM News Headlines is presented by Calvo's Insurance, a legacy of trust, serving Micronesia since 1938. Matson Navigation, serving Guam and Micronesia for 20 years. Cars Plus, Dodge Challenger, the undisputed champion. IP&E, fueling excellence. McDonald's of Guam, I'm loving it. Pacific Solar and King's Restaurant, located in Tamuning and Dededo. Always open, always local.
We've got more on the tragedy up in Jigo where 5 children died in a house fire.
If you visited the local military bases recently, news about what it could mean to your pocketbook.
Also, Mother Nature is going to make it rain. We've got news you need to come up about the weather. Top of the day, everybody, and good evening. Officials are calling a fire the deadliest in Guam's history. While 3 kids managed to escape, 5 others, each of them young girls, were killed.
We've been on top of the story since last night on our social media and in our continuing coverage. Crystal Paco reports that both Guam Fire and Guam Police are investigating what sparked the deadly flames.
A mother's cries could be heard in the distance. Her family devastated by a fire that gutted their home along Gihalam Street in Jigo late Monday night. Guam Fire Department spokesperson Kevin Riley says the wood and tin structure was fully engulfed when units arrived. The home had no running water or power.
Shortly before 11 o'clock, our units got dispatched to a reported structure fire. It was a wooden tin structure.
The flames were visible from the roadside, prompting Jigo Mayor Rudy Matanani to pull over.
We were driving by and I noticed that there were fire trucks, and the fire, you can see it was about almost 25 feet high. So we came in and see how we can assist.
According to Guam Police Department spokesperson Captain Kim Santos, Mom and Dad were not home when the flames erupted. Although 3 children, ages 6, 11, and 12, managed to escape and were treated and released from Guam Regional Medical City, 5 others were killed. Their bodies, GPD states, were recovered from within the residence after the flames were extinguished. Fire Chief Joey St. Nicholas confirmed the victims were all girls. Their ages ranged from 3 to 16 years old.
We can confirm that there were 5 fatalities, all minors, all part of one family, all siblings. This is, to my knowledge, the worst fire fatality in our Guam history, especially in a residential area. NFPA classifies this in the fire service as a catastrophic fire when there's 5 or more deaths in one fire.
As you can see behind me, the home remains cordoned off by crime scene tape. According to Fire Chief Joey St. Nicholas, investigators have ruled out arson. He also says that last night's tragedy should serve as a lesson to all, that all fires are preventable, and that all homes should be equipped with smoke alarms that are replaced every 10 years. The same message is the theme for Fire Prevention Month. Reporting for Guam's News Network, I'm Crystal Paco.
Crystal adds that the American Red Cross has made contact with the family. According to Disaster Program Manager Dave Pareto, the Red Cross has provided the family with their immediate needs, including lodging. He adds, what we're doing here is we're trying to give them the comfort and let them know they are not alone and people are there to help them, end quote. To make a donation to the family, visit the Jigo Mayor's office or call the Mayor's office. That number is 653-5248.
And we move on to other island news headlines now, as the founder of the Silent No More movement, Joe Santos, has made good on a promise. In a solemn ceremony held Tuesday morning at Veterans Cemetery in Pidi, Santos removed the now iconic Silent No More sign that he placed on his truck months ago when he started his petition to lift the civil statute of limitations on child sex abuse. Last Friday, the governor signed Bill 326 into law, despite opposition from Guam's Catholic Church.
We just felt like the mission was accomplished. That was the time to maybe take this to another direction. Although the sign is retired, I think Silent No More is going to evolve into something else.
Santos promised Doris Concepcion that he would keep the sign up until the legislation was enacted into law. Concepcion, of course, is the mother of the late Sonny Kanata, who was on his deathbed when he allegedly accused Archbishop Anthony Aparon of molesting him. And Kanata, of course, is not alone, as Roy Quintanilla, Walter Denton, and Roland Sandia all made similar allegations against the Archbishop. Each victim is represented by attorney David Lujan, who says they'll be using the new law and filing a complaint with the courts, quote, as soon as we're done drafting it. Well, not everyone is happy with the recent signing of Bill 326, as a statement from the Catholic Families for Aparon organization. President Dr. Rick Eusebio says the law only creates another injustice because it discriminates against private institutions and gives the government a free pass. He adds, quoting him, Archbishop Anthony Aparon, had he been present, would have never allowed such a discriminatory bill to pass, end quote. The doctor also notes that all forms of child abuse begin in the family, which the law fails to address. Quoting him again, we pray for those victims who wish to pursue civil litigation against the injustices they have received. One has to wonder, however, whether, if successful, the monetary reward was worth it in the end.
The Guam Education Board is meeting as we speak to discuss the internal investigation report generated in response to the sexual misconduct complaint made against Superintendent John Fernandez. Board member Peter Alexis Atta said his personal opinion is that after reviewing the report, he doesn't see evidence of any criminal act and he wants the superintendent to return to work. However, Chair Lucen Nicholas emphasized that the report has nothing to do with any criminal allegations.
Of his report is this. Is the department in compliance with federal and local statutes governing sexual harassment complaint? That's the basic premise of this internal investigation report.
While she could not release any information on the report itself, she did say the board will go into executive session to deliberate its findings with legal counsel. It is unclear at this point if a vote will be taken regarding Fernandez's administrative leave today. So far, Fernandez has been on leave for 52 working days. He is scheduled to remain on leave until October 4th. You may have heard about potential hacking of Guam's military installations over the weekend. Do not be alarmed. According to Public Affairs Officer Lieutenant Tim Gorman, while an undetermined amount of credit and debit cards did receive duplicate charges, it wasn't due to hacking, but instead due to a system error.
So it's not a hack. It's not identity theft. It's simply it was a bad program or a bad update. We caught the problem. And we're working to fix it and get everyone a refund now.
He said some customers received duplicate charges for purchase they made weeks or even months ago. However, the program update was stopped Sunday to address the problem. He added that customers at the exchange or commissaries were not affected and the error was limited to the morale, welfare, and recreation facilities and child youth programs. Customers should be receiving refunds over the next few days. If not, you can call 349-4223.
Well, you may have noticed that the exercise Valiant Shield wrapped up over the weekend, and roughly 7,000 military service members touched down on Guam, providing a boost to the island's economy. Isabaza has more.
The largest U.S.-only war games in the Pacific region ended Friday, bringing the aircraft carrier USS Ronald Reagan into port, along with roughly 7,000 sailors and Marines. The spike has been particularly noticeable in Guam's Pleasure Island, where business is booming, at least according to the Beach at Gun Beach supervisor, Chris Panda Estacio.
We started feeling a lot of them around Friday night, and then a big bulk of them just came out last night, and they haven't left yet, so you can tell they're still here.
Restaurant manager at IHOP, Valerie Solis, agreed. In fact, almost every table was filled at the Tumon restaurant Monday afternoon.
The main thing is staff up, and of course we let our distributors know and try and get all the product in that we can, and these guys just want to come out, have fun, and drink, so that's what we've been getting ready for.
But more than just boosting the economy for sailors who have been at sea for almost a month, shore leave means time to catch up on rest and relaxation. Assistant Public Affairs Officer Rachel McMarr and shooter Rob Mall.
We've only been here for a couple of days, but already have gotten out. Love the local culture. The weather is beautiful. Palm trees are great. And even got to get a few dives in already.
It's been nice. I mean, I've been here about 10 years ago, and coming back has been awesome. Just getting to experience the culture and the beaches and everything. It's been a lot of fun, and it's been able to, just get out there and have some fun while on a little bit of liberty.
Really looking forward to some of the vistas. We got to do a little driving around the island and some of the beaches, maybe a kayak trip. Thank you so much to the people of Guam for hosting us and for showing us such an amazing time. We really appreciate this time to just relax and enjoy our little piece of America.
Well, it's unclear when the carrier will be leaving Guam. Service members will be here conducting community service at least for the remainder of this week. Reporting for Guam's News Network, I'm Isa Baza.
All right, my friends, we are going to take a break, but please stay tuned. We are back with a story about tax garnishments.
And Hillary and Trump go head-to-head for the first time.
There are more ways to experience KUAM News than any other source on Guam. Download the KUAM News app for your Apple or Android device for 24/7 news, sports, videos, weather, streaming, KUAM radio, and important news alerts. And stay connected at home with Guam's first app for Apple TV. All available now from the App Store.
When we face an uncertain path, when we struggle with life's challenges, and when the unexpected happens,
it's a beautiful day.
We rely on the people we trust,
It's a beautiful,
who we can always count on,
beautiful day.
and the ones who give us the most care throughout the years. Rely on Calvo's Select Care to give you the comfort and security you need wherever you are. Gov Guam employees, retirees, and survivors, enroll today.
Hi, I'm interested in one of your new Samsung devices.
No problem. Check our new Galaxy S7 Edge.
Our network is faster and more reliable with increased reach throughout the islands, Guam, and the sea to ride.
What do you think?
It's lit.
Hafaday Guam, I'm Tsunami McKenna. I'm Janessa Quick of the disaster team. Let's talk about earthquakes and tsunamis. So what is a tsunami? It's a series of traveling waves. Tsunamis are caused mostly by earthquakes and can happen within minutes and without warning. Tsunamis can be small or as tall as a coconut tree. Earthquakes and tsunamis can be quite scary, but the better prepared you are, the safer you'll be. In case of an earthquake, drop, cover, and hold on. After the shaking stops, quickly get to higher ground because a tsunami may be coming. Remember, the beach is a danger zone during tsunamis. Get away from the beach, go inland, or get to higher ground. Especially keep in mind to follow the tsunami evacuation route signs to a safe assembly area nearest you. Thanks, McKenna. Thanks, Janessa. The next step to being prepared is to meet with your family and make a family disaster plan. For more information, visit ghs.guam.gov.
If you can dream it, you can do it. In the all-new Ridgeline from Honda.
Connect with KUAM News. Find us on your favorite social media platform. Follow us and stay in the know with Guam's news leader.
Island residents can expect some nasty weather to roll through Guam and the Marianas starting tomorrow afternoon. NWS senior forecaster Mike Middlebrooks says they expect a tropical disturbance to move through the region.
So if it comes through tomorrow the way it's looking today, we can expect some locally heavy rain, some thunderstorms, quite a bit of lightning possible. Winds gusting here on Guam, maybe 20, 25 miles an hour. Could be stronger up north in Saipan area. And hopefully it'll just blow on through tomorrow night, and then showers will linger through Thursday before it finally clears up late Thursday night or Friday. So not a tropical storm, but you'll probably want to stay out of the water. Just be careful driving tomorrow. Tomorrow night could be some local flooding. but it doesn't look like anything drastic right now.
It's important to note that while the models do not show anything for the moment, Middlebrook does not expect its disturbance to turn into a typhoon once it makes its way through the Marianas. He reminds residents that care and caution must be exercised if planning any outdoor activity, or as he said, any marine activity over the next couple of days.
The first presidential debate between Hillary Clinton and Donald Trump is in the history books. After trading barbs on the campaign trail for more than a year, the Democratic and Republican nominees met face to face as the polls showed them virtually tied. Craig Boswell reports.
Donald Trump and Hillary Clinton shook hands at the start of their first presidential debate, but the fireworks started during a discussion about the economy.
It would be the most extreme version, the biggest tax cuts for the top percent of the people in this country than we've ever had. I call it trumped up, trickle down.
For 30 years you've been doing it, and now you're just starting to think of solutions.
Well,
I
actually,
will bring back jobs.
Trump and Clinton took aim at each other's controversial issues.
When she releases her 33,000 emails that have been deleted, as soon as she releases them, I will release my tax returns.
It must be something really important, even terrible, that he's trying to hide.
At times, the attacks were personal.
She doesn't have the look. She doesn't have the stamina. I said she doesn't have the stamina.
As soon as he travels to 112 countries and negotiates a peace deal, a ceasefire, or even spends 11 hours testifying in front of a congressional committee, he can talk to me about stamina.
Clinton also brought up that Trump was sued by the Justice Department in 1973 for not renting apartments to African-American tenants.
He has a long record of engaging in racist behavior.
We settled the suit with no admission of guilt.
Their next debate is October 9th. Craig Boswell, KUAM, Guam's News Network.
The candidates agreed on restricting gun purchases for people on do not fly lists, but differed on the controversial police tactic of stop and frisk.
Back on Guam, while tens of thousands of people should have received their tax refunds already, thousands of others also saw their refunds garnished for past due balances. Ken Quintanilla breaks it all down.
In the past 2 weeks, over $66 million in tax refunds were sent in the mail, satisfying the wallets and bank accounts of over 29,000 island residents.
We're very happy that people are getting their refunds timely and not having to wait for years like in the past. So it's been like this for several years already, since 2000, I believe 11, 12, that we started paying on time.
That's just a portion of what's been paid out this fiscal year. As FY 2016 comes to a close, Reverend Tax Director John Camacho says the unaudited numbers at the department show that over 57,000 checks, or about $148 million, have been paid out in tax refunds this fiscal year.
We're in good shape right now.
And while thousands should have their refunds already, a couple other thousand also saw their money garnished for past due balances.
The garnishment is basically, it's a statute that income tax statute basically allows the government to offset refunds that are owed to basically the government.
Approximately 3,749 people saw their refund garnished. Here's where the money went. The Guam Memorial Hospital received $6.5 million in offsets. Next is accounts receivables or taxes owed in the amount of $3.6 million. The Attorney General's office received about $1.3 million for child support, $72,000 for public health, $47,000 for the District Court of Guam, $21,000 for GURA, and $2,000 for real property taxes. Camacho says while GMH collected the most in garnishments, the amount may even be bigger, as GMH has sent Reverend Tax a list in more outstanding balances for residents. Based on the unaudited numbers, a total of $11.6 million in offsets were collected for this fiscal year. That's less compared to 2015, which saw $18.3 million in offsets, and 2014, which saw $23 million. He says if your refund was garnished, you should have received a letter informing you already. In the meantime, if you're expecting a refund and still haven't received it, you're encouraged to stop by Reverend Tax.
But generally, if a taxpayer haven't received the refund by, and filed by May 31st, 2016, I recommend that they and they haven't received the letter, I recommend that they come see our office. It may be just a minor problem to fix the return, or it may probably require additional documents or even a schedule that's missing.
Reporting for Guam's News Network, I'm Ken Quintaniza.
Legislation was heard Monday night to help perpetuate tomorrow medicinal healing arts on Guam. Bill 362 would designate land in Manilao and in Arahan as biodiversity conservation easements for the Hattin Amut Chamorro. Hadza Foundation President Zita Pangilinan says as healers pass and with the loss of medicinal plants, it's imperative this effort moves forward.
We need to move forward and find property, and so it was with our discussions with Chamorro Land Trust in which these two lots were identified. We visited the spots. The Amut exists. The jungle is perfect. Ideal in Arahan is the fact that it's right behind a school, and our effort is to perpetuate. So we wanted to teach and get the knowledge into the hands of our children, so that this is a real aggressive, progressive outreach to perpetuate what we are at a risk of losing.
Does anybody know if there's...
Land Management Director Michael Borja gave recommendations including surveying each parcel of land along with creating a comprehensive land use plan for the project.
And also tonight, after a decades-long problem with rodents, the Istanbul Fire Station is back online and looking good as new. Tuesday morning, the driveway was paved and the exteriors painted, as Fire Chief Joey Nicholas and J Planning Guam General Manager Robert Santos explained.
We've been online for about 4 months. We came back online as soon as we took care of the rat problem. But because of the outpouring generosity of the community, as well as the desire of really the men who are assigned to the fire station to continue the progress that we achieved, we want to just continue going forward and keep on improving this fire station.
When people are running out of the buildings, they're running in. They're putting their life on the line. So, I mean, concrete, yeah, it costs, but their life is way more valuable than that. So anything we can do to give back to them and say thank you for what they do.
Other donors included Hawaiian Rock, Home Center, Therese Terlahi, and the Department of Public Works.
Stay tuned. Sports with Chris Barnett is on the way.
Insure your auto or home with Alpha Insurers and get more chances to win awesome prizes with Alpha's Switch, Spin, and Win. Alpha Insurers will draw 3 winners every week and 1 monthly grand prize winner to spin Alpha's prize wheel for a chance to win an iPad mini, flat screen TV, gas cards, and so much more. Just switch or renew your auto or home insurance with Alpha Insurers and you automatically qualify. It's that easy. Call 477-8701 or 637-8833 for more details and you could be a winner for Alpha's Switch, Spin, and Win.
The Heineken Laugh Factory brings you Rex Navarrete live in Guam.
When Manny Pacquiao decides to freestyle English. I just went back and forth, puk-puk Mexican, side to side, puk-puk the Mexican.
The premier Filipino-American comedian performed alongside George Lopez, D.L. Hewley, and Paul Mooney returns to Guam on October 7th and 8th at the Sheraton Laguna Guam Resort at 7 p.m. and 9:30 p.m. each night. General admission tickets, $25, available at all 76 Circle K and online at tpiguam.com. Get your VIP tickets, $40, available at Guam Auto Spot and also online at tpiguam.com. Rex Navarrete, live in Guam. Presented by Heineken. Please enjoy responsibly. Brought to you by these fine sponsors. With special thanks to... This is a Tropical production.
It's the kickoff to savings event at Cars Plus in Muncie, going on now through September. Save thousands on a brand new Hyundai. Experience the award-winning Hyundai lineup with the best warranty on Guam. 10 years or 100,000 miles. The 2017 Hyundai Elantra starting at just $16,995. That's right, a 2017. Or how about the Hyundai Accent starting at just $11,995? Unbeatable. SUV lovers, the Hyundai Tucson is starting at just $21,995. The perfect vehicle for those tailgate parties. Visit CarsPlusGuam.com for easy shopping and quick financing. Kickoff savings going on now at Cars Plus, driven by you.
There's no place on Guam like Chuck E. Cheese's. It's tons of fun with so many games, and parties are a blast, where everyone has fun. Come and party at Chuck E. Cheese's Guam. Call and book your party today.
At Project Carinu, we work with young children from birth through 5 years of age to improve their social and emotional well-being. We're part of Guam's system of care, and partnering with other programs, your child is our focus.
Project Carinu helped us address our son's social issues. With the different services provided by Project Carinu, our son can express himself more clearly.
So what's the next one up?
So this is a Buick. Wow, that doesn't look like a Buick. So your dad let you borrow the
Buick, Mr. Simmons. And it's got a 5-star overall safety rating.
I don't think that's what he's worried about. I bet you haven't seen anything like it.
It's a Buick.
And what you call an early adopter.
Now get this 2016 Buick Regal starting at $29,995. Visit AutoSpot Buick today for great offers. We are your Buick dealer of Guam.
Off a day, Guam. Chris Barnett with sports on a Tuesday. Coming up, Coast 360, big fun run. That's on the way. But first, let's kick it off with Interscholastic Football League action. Spoiler alert, Friars. The Father Duenas Friars still undefeated this IFL season. FD coming off a win over the Sharks as Simon Sanchez behind running back DeAndre Cruz, who scored 2 TDs in the win. The Friars walked away with the 38-0 drubbing after the Sharks were forced to forfeit the game in the third quarter due to a couple of injuries. Sanchez, with a pair of forfeits earlier in the season due to the lack of players eligible to suit up, felt the effects of a thin roster on game night. Despite the lack of participation from students at Sanchez, props to those who did suit up and still took to the field to represent their school. The second annual E-Coast Run and Family Fair taking place at the Coast 360 Mighty location. As Coast 360 FCU celebrates its 54th Charter Day. Over the weekend, over 1,600 runners took to the course for this year's event. The event raising $16,000 that will go towards projects and nonprofits that work towards environmental sustainability. Interesting note, remember the Coast 360 headquarters building is certified green. Finishers receiving a dry fit race shirt. And get this, the first 360 runners who crossed the finish line went home with a free hydro flask, cherry, courtesy of this year's sponsors. All top division runners receiving Coast 360 medals and gift bags. Overall top male and female runners received $360 in cash prizes and medals. Charlie Epperson was the first overall finisher with a time of 16:51, followed by Ryan Matienzo at 17:48, and then Akira Martinez at 18:03. Minami Ejima was the first overall female finisher with a time of 19:52, with Ria Makaluso taking second with her time of 21:08, and Yumika Sugahara taking third with a 21:18 time. Participants enjoyed a spread of vendors from coffee, donuts, and even shaved ice to farming and sustainability education. GBA Season 2 of the UOG Calvo Fieldhouse. UOG Tritons taking on the AutoSpot Phoenix Suns. Suns working the ball around the perimeter. Pull up three-point attempt by Sammy Setic. No good. Mike Williams, clean up around the glass for the putback. He finished with 10 points. Andrew Carlos kick out pass to Mark Tandock. Long 2 from the corner. Good. Should have been a 3. Tomas Calvo with a pull-up jumper. Moneyball. Calvo hitting for 22 points. George Piolo setting up on the right side. Carlos with the pass. Piolo hitting the mid-range. Jay sparking 2 of his 4 on the night here. EJ Calvo to Tomas Calvo. Father-son action to Julius Yu. Deep 3. That should have been a 4-pointer. All net. Yu, 9 points. Good ball movement by UOG. Carlo De Leon to Isu Mendiola. Back to De Leon. 3-pointer from up top. Maulik. 11 for De Leon. AutoSpot Phoenix Suns get the win. 92-70. Vince Estella leading the way with 23 points. EJ Calvo. Look at that. Old man Calvo adding 13. NFL highlights, Monday Night Football. Atlanta taking it to the Saints today. Matt Ryan, Dirty Birds, 20 of 30 for 240 yards and 2 TDs. Dirty Birds with that D, though. Leon Jones picking off the deflected pass by Drew Brees. Takes it 90 yards to the house for the pick 6. Falcons Yes, my cousin JT's Dirty Birds win 45-32, improved to 2-1. The loss drops the Saints. Man, 0-3. They better light a candle for the Saints. All right, Guam, thanks for watching. Remember, anything sports, sports director Dave Delgado, show at KUAM.com. That's SHO at KUAM.com. My name's Chris Barnett. Do me a favor. You keep on shining, Guam. Adios!
The Nissan Summer Fun Event is on. Get into a new Nissan Rogue starting at $129 per pay period with a no-worries car care plan. Your new Nissan comes with a free 3 years protection plan and free paint sealant. Enjoy discounts up to $10,000 when you choose from the award-winning lineup of Nissan SUVs, including Murano, Pathfinder, and the Quest Sports Van. Score super low easy financing and save even more during the Summer Fun Event at Nissan Upper Dumont. Rogue starting at $129 per pay period. Find out more at NissanGuam.com.
If you're at risk of becoming homeless, and if you're a vet, please don't be anxious because West Care is here to help. My family and I are living proof of what West Care can do for you. Believe me, I'm so grateful to West Care. You know, we include West Care in our prayers.
Call Veteran Advocate Hotline at 482-9001 or 488-9001.
This message has been brought to you by the KUAM Care Force.
Tourism. It's our #1 industry. As Guam's largest employer, tourism supports 20,000 jobs. In fact, 1 out of every 3 jobs is tourism related. Annually, tourism generates over $150 million in tax revenue. Without it, every household would pay an additional $3,100 per year. From real estate to retail, tourism has a positive impact on every industry. Make Guam a better place to live, work, and visit. Support tourism.
Alpha Day, my name is Sarah Thomas Netadog. I'm the Regional Vice President for West Care Pacific Islands, and we have a program with the Veterans Administration to provide supportive services to veterans and families who may need assistance in accessing services to help pay for rent, to pay utilities, or to connect with educational programs.
Call Veteran Advocate Hotline at 482-9001 or 488-9001.
This message has been brought to you by the KUAM Care Force.
Welcome back. Before we close out the news tonight, let's get to your birthday shout-outs from the Cold Stone Creamery Birthday Club. Happy birthday going out to Amber Castro.
Also, happy birthday wishes go out tonight to Michelle Cabanayan. Have a terrific birthday from Pari Bruce and Pari Roland. Double Pari love.
Happy 4th birthday to Liam John McKinnon. We love you to the moon and back. Love Daddy, Mommy, Micah, Izzy, and Chloe.
Happy birthday to Noelle Pressa, coming from your loving wife, Carol.
Happy birthday to Louis Gumbar. And happy birthday to KUAM's very own Jess Lujan.
All right. Remember, you too can be a part of the Cold Stone Creamery birthday club, as Jess would say. So just go on KUAM.com, register, and it's before. We love Jess. You know, we do it in tribute because Jess is such an awesome guy. And stay tuned because Health, Home, and Lifestyle is up next with Isa. Happy birthday, Jess.
Closed captioning is brought to you by IT&E Life in Motion. Health, Home, and Lifestyle. Presented by Paradise Fitness Center, changing lives since 1996.
Hafe, welcome to the Health, Home, and Lifestyle edition of KUAM News Extra.
I'm Issa Baza, so glad you could join us. Coming up in tonight's show, we tell you all about the Save the Susu dance fitness event happening on October 8th. Then you catch up with Chris and I on our progress for the Core 6 program at Paradise Fitness Center. But first, here's this week's Health Check report with Alyssa Eclavea.
Health Check is presented by Island Cancer Center.
According to Survivorship and Quality of Life Action team leader Marisha Artero and chairperson of the Guam Comprehensive Cancer Control Coalition, Kavita Hemlani Ray, the Celebrate Life Cancer Conference is an event that is held every year.
We have it as an opportunity to engage our survivors and their caregivers in a day of education and enrichment and self-growth.
Over 100 participants attended the Celebrate Life conference, which held several workshops to inspire cancer survivors.
Well, I'm really excited about some of the breakout sessions that we have. We've got some art therapy, we've got some nutritional information, we've got exercise and physical therapy, all the things that we need to kind of enrich and better our lives that maybe we don't take advantage of on a regular basis.
The goal is really to gather as a community and to help survivors feel more empowered in their cancer journey. So we do that by providing the education, by hoping to expose them to ways that they can cope.
On Guam, on average, one person is diagnosed with cancer every day. The top 5 cancers that occur predominantly on island are lung and bronchial cancer, liver cancer, breast cancer, colon and rectum cancer, and prostate cancer.
As a person who's concerned with cancer, it's a personal thing for me. We all have that connection. We're all going to eventually know somebody or do know someone who has cancer. I think learning about it, getting the information, getting the background, how to deal with it, how to talk to people, how to treat it, it helps all of us. And I think we want to get that out into the public to say, you need to understand what's going on, how you protect yourself, how you help your family, and how you take care of your loved ones.
Cervical cancer is the most preventable by having PAP and HPV testing. Cervical cancer is also the most successfully treatable cancers. Research associate from the Cancer Research Center, Gianna Salas, and research assistant, Eloa Mori.
The cervical cancer rates, it's highest in Chickees women. So for the cervical cancer screening pilot project, our target population is Chickees women ages 21 to 65. And then Community Outreach Corps touches base with everyone in the community on Guam.
Betel nut chewing has been associated with mouth cancer. Eloa Mori says research shows that betel nut chewers, like smokers, generally want and intend to quit.
I am under the Bennett project. We are currently looking for participants who are interested to be part of our intervention for quitting betel nut chewing.
According to Mori, several betel nut chewers have tried to quit on more than one occasion. These findings suggest that cessation programs similar to smoking cessation programs can be beneficial.
We're always looking for participants to contribute to our focus groups or community advisory groups, especially with Community Outreach Corps. There's so much that people in the community can do for, cancer research. We have sign-up sheets and just to kind of touch base with your local cancer research centers or just cancer centers. There's so much that you could do in the community.
To get involved with Cancer Survivors Conference, please email Vivian at vivian.pareja@dphs.guam.gov. And if you are interested in quitting betel nut chewing or want to know more information about the Cervical Cancer Project, please call 735-3034. With this week's Health Check report, I'm Alyssa Eclavea.
Health Check is presented by Island Cancer Center.
Thanks, Alyssa. Well, stay tuned. We'll have more on the Save the Susu event after the break.
This is what we do on Guam's best network. We're the filter killers, the likers and sharers, the bingers and Netflix chillers, the tweeters and hashtaggers. GTA has improved their 4G LTE network, covering 95% of the island, delivering faster data speeds, strength and quality, and more reliability than ever. It's just what you need. So switch to GTA and step up to a better network, a strong network that lets you do what you do. GTA, better LTE than ever.
Make sure we're getting ready. Excuse me. Hey, Flacco, what's in the bag?
McDonald's new Mighty Wings.
Those look good. I'll play you for them.
For what, my wings?
First one to miss has to watch the other one eat.
Let's go. Left upright.
On one knee, off the scoreboard, through the uprights. Oh, man. Not again.
Cap, you trying to get my wings?
Nah, I'm right here.
What's that noise?
For 20 years, Matson has been an important part of our everyday lives. Bringing in the cars we drive, the food we eat, and the materials that helped build our homes. From caring for our land through the Adaki Itanu program to generously supporting our local charity, Matson has contributed to the preservation and growth of our island. On behalf of those you've served throughout your 20 years on Guam, Sigdus Ma'asi Matson.
At Island Cancer Center, we treat our patients and their families like our family. We have all been touched by cancer, and it is important to feel comfortable and secure under the care of our health professionals. You can count on us for skilled cancer specialists, the most advanced cancer-fighting technology on the island, and a commitment to caring for you or your loved one with compassion, respect, and empathy. Our family, treating your family.
Island Cancer Center, located on Guam Medical Plaza. Visit us at islandcancercenter.com or call 646-3363.
Go for the Coco! Register for the Guam Coco Road Races! The all-new Coco Road Race is bigger and better than ever! So join the Coco and start training today! We've added a 10K runner-up to the half marathon and Edgerton relay! Run in costume and win cash prizes! Enjoy the live entertainment at the post-race monster bash after the races! Register online now for the Guam Coco Road Races at guamcocoroadrace.com!
Hi, and welcome back to the Health, Home, and Lifestyle edition of KUAM News Extra. I'm Isa Baza here at Paradise Fitness Center with Marisa to talk about the Save the Susu event. So for those who don't know, haven't heard yet, what exactly is this event all about?
The Save the Susu is a breast cancer awareness event. We donate the proceeds to Guam Cancer Care. It's in its 5th year, so we're super excited. We're at UOG Fieldhouse, October 8th from 6 to 8 p.m. Tickets are $10 in advance and can be purchased at both Paradise Fitness locations at their front desk. $15 at the door, $5 for kids ages 6 to 12, and we also have a grand prize raffle winning ticket of a round-trip Airlines flight from either Micronesia or Asia from United Airlines.
Okay, so this is a great fundraising event. You can bring your whole family out. And of course, it's Saving the Susu. Who doesn't love Susu?
Yes, everybody loves Susu.
Everybody loves Susu, and it's a great cause to help those suffering from or battling breast cancer. So tell us, where will all the funds be going?
All the funds are donated to Guam Cancer Care. They also help out and volunteer with the event. The event is also sponsored by and supported by UOG 4-H and also Paradise Fitness and also Mixed Fit.
Okay, so this isn't your typical fundraiser. It's going to be really fun, a lot of movement. It's a dance fitness event. So what can people expect when they get there?
Basically, we create UOG Fieldhouse into like a dance club party. Everybody is going to be all dressed up in pink. Of course, we have the Prettiest in Pink contest. So everybody tries to pink it out, and the winner gets an awesome prize of raffles and stuff like that I've accumulated through local businesses here on island. It is a great time. You don't realize that you're having fun. It's for a great cause. You get to sweat it out. And this year we also have a special guest that's going to be coming to the event. Lori Chung, the founder and CEO of Mixed Fit, is also going to be at the event, and we're going to be celebrating her birthday. So it's going to be super fun. I invite everyone to come and support those Susus.
I mean, what better way to support, the fight against cancer than to do something like fitness, like getting active, working your body, because we all know that, doing things like this to keep yourself healthy can help play a role in preventative maintenance for an array of different types of disease. So bring your A game when it comes to the costume contest. As you can see, this is what you should be aiming for The pink eyelashes, pink wigs, even pink rings. We have pink rings here.
I got my bling on, my pink on.
Okay, so when and where does this take place?
Again, it's October 8th at UOG Fieldhouse from 6 to 8 p.m. Basically, it's a fun, huge dance party. It's one of the biggest dance fitness events on island for the year. Instructors from all over the island, Santa Rita, Yona, Air Force Base, everywhere in between, Paradise Fitness instructors will all be there. We all perform as groups. It's an entire big community of dance instructors that get together and put this event on for the people of Guam. We've raised over $11,000 for Guam Cancer Care. So this year we're gonna try and top our donation of last year. I think it was around $6,500. So we're trying to go above and beyond what we made last year and try and get that number even bigger this year to Guam Cancer Care.
Okay, you know, cancer is something that affects all of us. It touches a lot of the lives here in Guam. And so everyone has their personal reason of why they want to get involved in things like this. So for you personally, do you have any experience or any reason why these types of events are important to you?
Honestly, I hadn't been affected personally by breast cancer until this year, until maybe a month ago. And I found out one of my close friends is battling it and went through surgery. So this year it kind of hits a little bit more closer to home. Before I was just doing it to do it, and it just got bigger and bigger, and more people wanted to be involved. More businesses were willing to donate, you know, bigger prizes, other companies. It's gotten to be so huge. It's the overwhelming love and support of the local community is really what's amazing to me. That to see that not only big companies like Coca-Cola or small companies like let's say Madrasana Fitness Studio are donating and contributing to this event and making it such a worthwhile thing. And then we have, of course, Paradise Fitness, which is our main backer of the event, and where you can pick up tickets at. So it really is a whole community that comes together and makes this happen.
Okay, so you kind of just touched on this, but just to wrap up, where can people buy these tickets or find out more information?
They can buy tickets at both Paradise Fitness locations, both Agania and Dededo. And if they want to buy t-shirts, they can contact me at 988-5420, and I will try and get shirts to you.
And these are the awesome t-shirts, so make sure you check them out. Definitely want to get my hands on one of these. Well, once again, the event is on October 8th. Thanks so much for joining us, Marisa.
Thank you.
And stay tuned. We'll have more health, home, and lifestyle after the break.
Hi, I'm interested in one of your new Samsung devices.
No problem. Check our new Galaxy S7 Edge.